Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, why is he starting out week 4 looking so disappointed? I was halfway through the first match, and OBS just completely failed on me. I don't think it just crashed, because literally everything stopped working. It quit pausing, it quit recording sound, it quit recording video. I couldn't even exit the window. I had to completely shut down my computer, get an update for OBS Studio, and open it back up. So, the CPU player and I are going to attempt to recreate the first battle as much as we can. It's not going to be 100% the same because Pokemon, like, attacks do a damage between a range of 85% full power and 100% full power. So we might have gotten like a 90 last time and something survived. This time it might be a 95 and we knock it out. So we're going to follow the script as closely as we can. And wherever there are changes, there will be changes, I guess, to the battle. But we're going to try to do this as closely as we can to what was happening. It was between the Mamoswine flu and the Squirtle squad. An important matchup to have to redo this stuff as well, so that kind of sucks. But, anyway, gonna try to get this, going again. And, we'll see how it goes. We are using the Zacian and Zamazenta music, for this one. Just, so annoying that, it seems like every year I have issues recording Pokemon that I don't get with recording other games. for some reason. And it's really weird because I love Pokemon, but I know Pokemon is not a complicated enough game to be, like, killing the system. Like, I doubt we're really overworking my computer. But, for whatever reason, it just does not like having to record Pokemon for some reason. Alright, let's get back to it. The leaders for this were Mamoswine, like the lead Pokemon, were Mamoswine and Salamence. When we get to the point where we're caught up, I'm going to take a brief second to text the CPU trainer and be like, hey, we're where we're supposed to be, like... Alright, so the way it started before Mamoswine and Salamence came out, we picked Blizzard, and they switched to Glaceon. So we are going to do that here. Even though I know the Glaceon's coming, again, we are trying to recreate what happened in the first version of the recording. Oh, already a difference. We had a miss. Well, again, we'll, that does make things interesting. What we're going to do then, I'm going to tell him to switch Salamence back out there. We're going to Amnesia this turn, because that won't make a difference. I don't think Mamoswine had any damage on it yet before. And the Amnesia will get washed away when we sub out. So this is going to help us kill some time while we try to get Blizzard onto the Glaceon. Yep. There's like one little gnat that keeps flying around my computer, and it's bugging the heck out of me. So you're going to see me reach toward the camera a couple times because I'm trying to get it to shoo away. Alright, let's try this again. Blizzard on the Glaceon. And if it doesn't work this time, we're just going to live with the new reality of this battle. Alright, so this battle's going to play differently than before. Okay. So wash out all the statistics from before. It's a whole new battle. That sucks. Alright. Well then. That thing is probably going to set up Blizzard with the Hailstorm, so it's our chance to switch in. The other reason I gave up trying to set it up there is we only get 5 Blizzard. So, if it takes 4 of them to get one to hit, you know, so, we just can't stay out there. Alright, let's see. Okay, now we saw this in the original version of the battle too. We Dragon Danced, Sceptile did damage that got us down to 6, and then we took it out with X-Scissor. I won't be shocked if it gets a knockout this time because of the game being like, haha, it's different. But I gotta play for what I know could work. Okay, 2 this time, so different, but we're still gonna take it out, I bet. Alright, so at least that interaction worked out the same. That'll be a knockout for the Glaceon. Okay. Put Mamoswine in. Alright. We're going to Stone Edge, expecting the switch. Alright, I think we missed when I did that originally, so we're even now on getting something different to happen. Alright, Gastrodon. Whole new battle from this point, after that hit. There's the close combat, so I'm glad I retreated. Alright, the Hailstorm is over. If I recover, we're just going to end up about where we are now, so I'm going to go for the Earth Power and see if we can knock it out, since its defenses are down. And see, it got the critical hit in the original version of the battle. Our Earth Power will take it out. So there goes the Absol. Okay. And they don't have their Grass type anymore because of Sceptile going down. Back to the Glaceon. Alright, Waterfall. Oh, I should have recovered. That would have been smarter. Although I think it having Blizzard in the Hailstorm with the boost probably would have got us anyway. Let's go Torkoal. That'll get rid of the Hailstorm. Alright, Blizzard is now 50% accurate instead of 100. And there we go, it missing the Blizzard. I should have gone Will-O-Wisp. I did not. And that's why I should have gone Will-O-Wisp. Maybe we get lucky and the Fire Blast burns it. Who knows? I spoke it into existence. Okay. Well, that works out then. Yeah, I don't want to put any of the rest of them back in against this thing. Let's go Amnesia. So I'm pretty sure it does have some special attacks. Going with the Burned Stone Edge, huh? Okay. I guess they're fishing for the critical hit. Alright, go Fire Blast again. Alright, it's going for the Dragon Pulse. Glad I went with the Amnesia. About the same. We actually can beat it if we get another Fire Blast to land. The question is, will it land? Oh, going back to the Stone Edge. I guess going for the crit. They did not get the crit. 3 for 3 on the Fire Blast. Torkoal going to take out the Salamence. Sun's gone. Might be a good time to take Torkoal out of there. Yeah, I think we retreat Torkoal. We let this thing take out the Gastrodon. We let this thing take out Gastrodon so that Torkoal can have the sun back when it goes back out there. Alright, Luxray gets the knockout officially. Torkoal is kind of low on health, though. It could maybe outspeed the Glaceon, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, because we have Bronzong. What am I doing? Let's get Bronzong out there. We're going to use Trick Room, and then we can go at the Luxray with Mamoswine after that. Alright, it's coming at us with the Crunch. We survive because Bronzong is great defensively. Alright, we are now faster. I don't think Bronzong will have enough behind its Earthquake to take out the Luxray, but it'll weaken it for Mamoswine and for Torkoal. I mean, honestly, we did more than I thought we would do. Oh, we got crit. That explains it. Bronzong hanging on. Alright, they're switching. So we're going to Earthquake the Glaceon. Both of these Pokemon are very slow. I think Bronzong is slower. We're going to find out, I guess. We are slower, so I don't know what the plan was there. Glaceon survives, though. Here comes a Shadow Ball. So Bronzong goes down, but it's done its part in this battle. I think Trick Room is still up for another turn or two, so we're going to put Torkoal out here. We're going to go Solar Beam because there's a chance that the Fire Blast could miss. Alright, Glaceon goes down. That was the last turn of Trick Room. Which I guess means the Luxray will have a... They'll probably take out Torkoal, but then we can go at it with Mamoswine. They're going with 50% Thunder. That was a choice. I'm pretty sure that thing could have close combated. Oh, they might not have done close combat because they were worried they wouldn't survive the Mamoswine. Well, either way, Torkoal gets another knockout. And that is a win for the Mamoswine Flu. A 2-0 win. Honestly, if things had gone the way it played out before, it might have been more like a 3 or 4-0 win. But yeah. Okay, our first battle is done. We've actually made it farther in the recording than last time, so how about that? Okay, time to get ready for our second battle. It is between Wailforce 1 and Team Leanna. Still no team names officially for Leanna and Garrett. But maybe they're doing like the Washington football team or Utah Hockey Club, where this is just what it's going to be for the season. All right. I know I've talked to the owner of Wailforce behind the scenes some this week. They said if they get, basically, it was agreed upon that if they go 0-4, there's going to be some work done on the team, some free agent acquisitions. So this will be a telling match in that regard. But yeah, we only have one undefeated team left now after seeing the result that we saw in that last battle. Mamoswine Flu now 2-2. Squirtle Squad now 3-1. So how about that? Let's see here. We do not... Really? CPU guy just texted me saying that they messed up and only picked one Pokemon. This is the second week we've had that issue. Granted, I did it myself the other week, but come on. Alright, so everyone don't pay attention to this. We're gonna restart. Okay, Lopunny was clearly the choice, so we'll have to remember it's Wailord versus Lopunny when we get this going again. Alright, so we will set this up again. We already know who's playing, so I don't need to bring the logos back up or anything. Unreal. Alright. Let's have everybody, you know, pick their entire team this time. Of course, mine's easy because with Wailord leading, I can just go right down the list like this. My guess is Lopunny is at the bottom, so they probably tried to skip to the top by going down and ended up clicking done instead. That's my guess. Alright, this is a battle between two teams seeking their first win. Wailforce is 0-3, Team Leanna is 0-2. And we have officially determined that the last week of the season when Leanna and Garrett play each other, since the game that got postponed was them playing each other, they'll just do a doubleheader against each other that week. So that's when they'll be caught up, is at the end of the season. Alright, judging by what we got here, I don't think they have anything that's like particularly bad for us here. I'm going to try one Hydro Pump and see where we go from there. Headbutt, they're trying to flinch us, I guess. And they got it to work, of course they did. They have the high jump kick, that's the only reason I don't want to put Relicanth out there. I guess we try again with the Hydro Pump. They're again going with the Headbutt. Double flinch, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, let's go again. We finally get to do something and Wailord misses. Come on, Wailord! Let's go Body Slam, so if we survive, we could at least maybe paralyze it. Help the next Pokemon out. No paralysis. Well, darn. This thing is going to take us out with Headbutt. I mean, come on. Wailord goes down. Wailord's a good Pokemon, too. Like, it's a shame it hasn't done anything in the league yet this season. Again, with the high jump kick, I'm afraid to put Relicanth out there right away. I feel like even with one Dragon Dance, we're still going to be slower. Let's go Wingull. If we can get rid of Lopunny, I like our speed matchup with the rest of their team. But Lopunny's just really fast. Let's go Hurricane. Maybe we get lucky and confuse it. More Headbutt, huh? Alright, we got our attack off. Confusion? No confusion. Well, we're just going to quick attack then, because it's going to take us out with another Headbutt. Wow. Alright, well, Lopunny looking good to start. Let's get Mudkip out there. If we can just survive one hit, maybe the Mudkip can do something. Oh, we might survive 2 hits. Hydro Pump. Is Mudkip going to get a knockout? No, but close. Can we not flinch? We did not flinch. There's Earth Power. Lopunny goes down to Mudkip of all Pokemon. Okay. We got knocked out by Mudkip. Ooh, the Tangrowth comes in. That's going to be the scary one of what's left. Like, honestly. If we can find a way around the Tangrowth, though, we got a shot. We're faster than the Tangrowth. Wow. Poison it. Oh, we got the poison! Oh my gosh, we might have a chance. And it went for Amnesia. Okay, well that means that Blizzard and Sludge Wave won't do as much, but the poison is gonna be not so great. I understand the move, though. You were trying to... Basically, they were trying to sweep this water-based team. Like, oh, I'll do Amnesia and then just go Grass Move, Grass Move, Grass Move. So I get the logic. We were just very lucky to get the poison there. Alright. Well, let's see if we can use that luck to our advantage here. Another Sludge Wave. It'll do less this time because of the Amnesia. In the red, though, Mudkip bringing its A-game. Tangrowth going to take it out, but Mudkip has given us a shot in this one. Oh, it's got to be at like 1 or 2 health. Let's see, who's left? 2 rock types and a normal type. I think Corphish is actually the more valuable Pokemon here. So we could Dragon Dance Guillotine or Dragon Dance Crabhammer. So I think we throw in Relicanth. Well, then again, I'm dumb. If Mudkip was outspeeding it, well, there's a chance Relicanth might outspeed it. Let's just not get cute here. Let's just go with the Liquidation. The thing we know will hit if we outspeed it. We do outspeed it. Okay. Relicanth gonna officially be the one to take Tangrowth out. Although, Mudkip put in a lot of work there. And now things get really interesting. I think that the Linoon has Seed Bomb. But again, if we can get by that, this could be big. Let's see, it's not a grass type, so maybe the attack's weak enough we survive. We do survive. I think we survive a second one. There's Stone Edge. We did not get the critical hit, but that's a big hit. An epic battle here between two winless teams trying to get number 1. Down to 11 health, but Relicanth survives. Here comes the liquidation. Linoon gonna go down. Alright, it's a 2-on-2 battle here the rest of the way. Solrock and Lunatone for them, Relicanth and Corphish for us. I think that the Relicanth is slower, so this should be a knockout for Solrock. Solrock is going to use Earthquake and take out the Relicanth. Alright, Corphish, let's see if you can reward me here for putting things in your hand. The only problem is with it, Crabhammer is a great move, but it's 90% accurate, so it could miss. So we're putting a lot of trust and faith in Crabhammer. Trying Zen Headbutt on us. It works, unfortunately. We're going to have to... Okay, we didn't flinch. That's big. We're going to have to hope that this allows us to outspeed it now. If we don't outspeed it, we lose. Here we go. They are still faster. Corphish will go down, and it is a win for Team Leanna. First win for Team Leanna. A 2-0 victory. Nicely done. Wailforce 1 had a good showing as well. That's their best performance of the season so far. So, gonna unplug this for a second here as the OBS is having hiccups yet again. Much better. Well, I don't know why it's having trouble right now. It shouldn't be. I'm gonna pause real quick. Alright, back again. Let's see if we can get it to work. Keep working this time. I don't know why this thing has such a hissy fit sometimes. But that was a victory again for Team Leanna. Congratulations. This next matchup will be between My Little Ponyta and the Fairmont Flygon. So, this will be another kind of big one. 1 and 2 Flygon versus the 2 and 1 Ponyta. If Ponyta wins, they get closer to first place. If Flygon wins, both teams will be kind of middle of the pack. So, big game for both sides. Let's see. We want team number 3. Because this is the third match. See how I did that, everybody? All right. Well, Team Leanna winning. There are only 2 winless teams remaining. And there's a chance that one of them could win today, so we'll see. Who am I going to lead with is the biggest question. Well, let's see here. I wonder what they're doing. Like, I'm texting, like, any thoughts? Let's see here. Obviously, I'll make my own decision, but... Okay, they did say they figured out who they're using. Okay. Flygon's good against 2 things specifically. Regice is good against 2 things specifically. Wash Rotom not as great in this fight. Well, actually, it could be a good defensive Pokemon against the Metagross. Grass Rotom is okay in this fight. No, actually, it's going to struggle quite a bit. Drapion. I'm going to go with the Grass Rotom. Wait, what am I doing? They've got 3 things that are good against it. I got to go with what's good against the majority. Okay, I took too long, so I guess Flygon is out there? Alright, I guess Flygon's leading off. That's the first time that's happened to me. They did a good job picking a team, obviously. If I was stumped enough, I couldn't decide my starter. I mean, my lead, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with pretty much any of my Pokemon fighting that first. That's not as bad as it could have been. In fact... that thing will probably use a Dark or Ghost move to start. So let's get Drapion out there. So I think it only has 2 attacking moves, but it's got, like, I want to say Hypnosis and Nasty Plot. Oh, there's a Hypnosis, but it missed. I'm okay with that. I'm going to Iron Defense. They're not switching. Okay. Interesting. Of course, I don't think their team really has anything that's, like, super effective on Drapion. Like, I think... Like, I know the Metagross has Earthquake, but Metagross is also weak to my Dark moves. So... yeah. They're staying in again. I thought they would switch to Metagross. Try to get that Earthquake out there. Nope, they're going to Nasty Plot. Okay. Still asleep. Yeah, that Metagross might have had me by now. I mean, that's not great, but honestly, that's not awful. Alright, we woke up. Critical hit would be nice here. Well, there we go. That also shows it's more defensive than I was thinking it was. Alright, just go at it again with the Night Slash. As I say, with it being boosted, I don't want to switch anything into that Dark Pulse. Alright, Drapion does go down to the Spiritomb. It's so slow, though, I don't think I'm going to have to worry about the Hypnosis again. Actually, I'm going to take a shot here since it is slow. Let's put one of my faster guys in there. Try to take it out real quick. I'm hesitant to do Earth Power because I feel like they're going to switch. But Dragon Rush has too much of a chance to miss. I'm going to go Crunch. They are switching, so I was right with that gut call. Ah, the Rotom Fridge. Well, we're not going to one-shot that with Crunch. Fire Blast could do a decent amount of damage, but the problem is if it lands Blizzard, that could be really bad. So we're going to switch our Regice in there. Regice. Because Regice is a special defense machine, and an Ice type cannot be frozen. I was going to say, so even if Blizzard worked, we were going to be safe. Okay, surely they're not going to stay in. I mean, I guess they could. They could go for Thunder. Huh. I don't know. I'm going to go Flash Cannon. Or do I go Amnesia? We're going to go Amnesia. They are switching. Okay. It is the Blaziken, so Thunder would have maybe been the play. But we also would have had to hope that Thunder actually hit. And as we've learned before, Speed Boost does not count until you're out there for a whole turn. Alright, I don't really have anything that could take a fighting or fire move. I mean, Rotom could take a fire move, but I don't want it to get hit by a fighting move either. Let's go for the Thunder. See how it goes. I'm dumb. It's Speed Boost. Of course it's going to protect. I should have gotten a second Amnesia in. It's tough to remember the moveset of every single Pokemon in the league. Like, I'm pretty good at it, but I do have my lapses. Alright, well now it is important to go for the Thunder. Because we want to make sure that, we can try to paralyze it. Going for Aura Spear instead of the Fire Blast. Interesting when I have that Amnesia up. Also, we took that like a champ. Way to go, Regice. Dang, I was really hoping we'd get that there. I bet you that they're going to protect again. Alright, so I called it right this time. Alright, we'll just boost our special defense further then. Oh, they're switching to Shadow Claw because of our massive special defense. 2 for 2 on Thunder, Regice. Good start. Dang, still no paralysis, huh? I don't think we're close enough for Flash Cannon. Alright, I'm going to call that they don't protect this time. Okay, no protect. Shadow Claw does have a higher chance to crit. 3 for 3 on the Thunder, and Regice will take out the Blaziken. That is a Pokemon that can snowball and get going easy, so glad we took it out. Alright, Metagross is in. We have all of these boosts. Could we survive a Bullet Punch? I don't think I need to even ask that question because we have this. I know Regice is on low health, but on the off chance it could survive like Rotom Frost Blizzard later on, I gotta keep it around. Yeah, I was gonna say Metagross can't really do anything to this Pokemon. They're gonna probably switch. What's on their team again? The Blaziken's gone. Roserade is a special attacker. Rotom's special attacker. Spiritomb is pretty much a special attacker. We're going to go Thunder and just see if we can get lucky and paralyze whatever comes out. That's assuming A, that Thunder hits, and B, that we get the 30% paralysis chance. We saw that Regice was not getting the paralysis. Okay, so Thunder. It is going to hit. Do we get the paralysis? We do not get the paralysis. Okay. You're probably going to go Grass. You have poison moves, too, is the problem. I gotta do this because it's my only way around the situation. Gotta hope they went Grass and not Poison. When they try to go Poison, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Alright, they did go Grass. Now I gotta decide, are any of these worth, like, sacking off? We still need, the Wash Rotom Could be good against Frost. Like, they both can do stuff against each other. It's definitely going to be key against Metagross, so I don't want it going anywhere. Regice is injured already, but so is the Spiritomb. And then we also have the Flygon, who could do cleanup duty with its speed. Yeah, I think we just stay in. We're going to Thunder Wave to slow the Roserade down. If we're lucky enough to survive a hit. We were not lucky enough to survive a hit. Alright. I think that could be ballgame. Like, that's going to make this tough. Alright, Regice, it's going to come down to if you can hit a Blizzard and if you can survive this hit. I don't think that they'll switch again. What am I talking about? They're absolutely going to switch again. Blizzard anyway. Blizzard, whatever comes in, then we get lucky and freeze it. Freezing the Metagross would be pretty big. We missed the Blizzard entirely, so it did not matter at all. Well, I would say right now that my team is losing. Like, I'm going to have to really come up with something here to get back on the offensive here. Like, they're going to switch to the Roserade. Like, that's just going to be what happens. So I'm going to go Thunder. We're going to hope for the Paralysis. If we can get the Paralysis to where we attack first, maybe we have a shot at taking it out. Alright, we do land the Thunder. Do we get the Paralysis? We did not get it. This is bad. Put Regice in. It may go down, but even if it does go down, that at least gives Flygon a clean switch. Regice took that hit like a champ. Just saying. Alright, I doubt they're going to switch this time. I was right. Regice goes down to Roserade. So yeah, we got 2 on 4, but Roserade and Spiritomb are both injured. I'm going to go Fire Blast. Because they're either going to stay in and get Fire Blasted, or they're going to switch. All of their... Except for the Spiritomb, the other 3 are weak to fire, so we're going to go Fire Blast. It is the Rotom Frost. 85% accurate, and we get it to miss in a big moment where we needed it to hit, of course. Here, Torkoal was perfect on its Fire Blast in one of the previous matches. That sounds about right. Darn. Even with perfect predictions, you can still lose Pokemon battles. Alright, they got Blizzard to land. They're gonna switch again, I'm sure. Because they want that Grass type against the Water type. Yep. Thunder, can we please get a Paralysis this time? Oh my gosh, come on. I mean, seriously, man? I gotta put Flygon in, because it's gonna outspeed Rotom and take it out. I'm just gonna have to hope. I think that Rotom's that Flygon's faster, but I'm not sure. It's a pretty fast Pokemon, but I also don't have any items to help it out. Alright, again, gonna go Fire Blast. Come on, don't go 0 for 2 on Fire Blast. Alright, they do the switch again. We gotta hit it this time. Thank you. Hey, look what would have happened before if you would have just hit it the first time. I mean, we got a crit, so I don't know. Maybe that mattered, but I know for a fact we were faster than it, so we would have been fine. Okay. Alright, the Spiritom's coming out. It's probably going to do Shadow Sneak. I'm okay with that, because at this point, again, I just need damage. I think they might win. Because even if we take out Metagross and Spiritomb, but between us taking a Bullet Punch and a Shadow Sneak, like, if the Roserade gets by Flygon, which it most likely... It might. I don't know. I know it outspeeds my Rotom, so, like, we're in trouble there. I gotta get Flygon out of there. Because... Yeah, because if I let it get beat, we lose because Roserade's faster than Rotom. With Roserade being in the red, they're not going to switch to Roserade. I'm pretty confident about that. So, knowing that, let's go for the burn here. See if we can hurt Metagross's attack. Just to up our chances of surviving here. Oh, this is going to be rough. Well, Hydro Pump's more accurate, so we're going to go Hydro Pump. All right, we're 1 for 1 on the Hydro Pump here. We're going to need another one. Please no critical hit here. As I say, Psycho Cut has a higher chance of crits. So... Now the real question is, do we survive a Bullet Punch since it's burned? We're going to find out. Okay, 3 damage. So yeah, they probably should have just done Psycho Cut again. We missed Hydro Pump to give them a chance. Of course we did. My team this season has... I like how all the teams have these inaccurate moves, and it seems like my team is the one that wants to miss them all. 3 minutes left, so another one of my battles pushing the time limit. Metagross will go down the Rotom Wash. I did not mark Spiritomb being defeated for some reason earlier. Alright, let's see here. You're going to take me out. I'm pretty confident about that. But then we do have Flygon to go for the rest to go with for the rest of this. Alright, Roserade gets a knockout. Rotom Wash goes down. All you have to do is hit it. Earth Power should be neutral, so we shouldn't even have to rely on Fire Blast. Just hit the darn... Like, if you whoever outspeeds the other here is going to win. Flygon is faster. That should be a victory. And it is a victory. Okay. So, some close wins the last couple weeks. But a 1-0 victory for the Flygon, pushing them back to 2-2. It probably should have been more than 1-0, considering how... I mean, we had a missed Hydro Pump, a missed Fire Blast, a missed Blizzard. Like, I mean, the game was trying so hard to keep me from winning there. All right, 3-0 against the computer so far. No, I take it back, 2-1. I'm dumb. Team Leanna was computer this week. So 2-1 against the computer this week so far. Next up, we have the, if I can get my mouse to work, there it is, the Pokemon Power and the Harpers Ferry Haunter. A family rivalry matchup. So this should be good. Battle between two teams that are 2-1. So the victor is going to be up near the top of the standings. And the loser is going to be in the middle of the pack. Not a bad place to be either way this early in the season. But obviously, if you got a shot to be in first place, you want to be in first place. Alright, let's see here. Oh boy. We don't have a lead for this team, so who works out best? I'm not going to take the whole time like last time. Walreign's pretty good, except I think the Azelf has Energy Ball. Rhyperior, on the other hand, not a great pick to lead off with. We want to get some trouble out of the way first. So it's either going to be Drifblim or Walrein. I think that we go with Walrein, and if it's the Azelf, we switch to Drifblim. I think I did that right. Did I pick all 5? I did pick all 5. Okay, did I pick the Walrein like I thought I did? Or did I lead Rhyperior? If I led Rhyperior, it's going to be interesting. Alright, they're going with Dusknoir. Okay, I did have the Walrein. That works out. That works out. Okay. You know what? Let's do that, because they're going to be setting up Trick Room, probably. Darn it, that would have been a great way to start the battle. We're kind of slow, too. I feel like it's still going to be faster than us, though, but Trick Room does actually open the window for this guy. What's our speed? 85, 60. Yep, okay. Let's go Rhyperior, because this is exactly the scenario that Rhyperior's built for, is Trick Room. Also, the movesets, again, on these are not great. I don't think that... I was going to say, Dusknoir's not going to be that threatening to the Rhyperior. Like, that's super effective, and that's all it did. Alright, Horn Drill's not going to work because you're a Ghost type, but, again, we can hit really hard with anything else. Let's go Stone Edge. They're retreating because they're afraid of the Rhyperior. I mean, it's not going to be very effective, but we could get a critical hit with a massive attack stat. It's not. I mean, honestly, that's not bad. We will outspeed you because we are slower, but do I want to take the chance? Actually, this could be an interesting play. This could be a really interesting play. But since we're a baby, we might be slower. Interesting they went Earth Power. Oh, wait, it's a... Well, I feel like even a physical move, Waterfall, would be 4 times. So, like, I don't know. Interesting choices there. Let's go for the... Oh, I feel like Woodhammer could be great here. I feel like Woodhammer could be amazing here. Let's go Woodhammer and see if we're slower. We are indeed slower because we're a baby. Oh, Snover gonna take out the Swampert. I mean, we hurt ourselves a lot in the process, but heck yeah. Alright, Dusknoir coming back out. I don't think we're going to get a chance to use Sheer Cold, but on the off chance we do, Sheer Cold. It's going for Brick Break. We did not survive the Brick Break. Okay. Nice job by Snover, though, to take out the Swampert. That was a big threat for the Rhyperior. And since it's snowing, let's put Walrein back out there. Hailing, snowing, same thing. Is this one thick fat? It is. Okay. That means fire and ice moves will do even less damage. I don't know who's going to hit a water ice Walrein with an ice move, but it's more important for the fire side of things. Again, let's play for the Sheer Cold. All right, we got a Sheer Cold knockout from the Walrein. 1 for 2 on that move. Things getting kind of iffy there for Harper's Ferry. We'll give it one more Sheer Cold here. I think it's going to hurt us a lot. Oh, they're going for that nasty plot. They're going to try and, like, sweep us. All right, this could be big. We do not get the Sheer Cold. This could be bad. This could be bad. We have... Well, no, wait. We have Drifblim. It's going to Energy Ball us. There's no way that it's going to do anything else here but the Energy Ball. I think it has a Fairy move and a Psychic move. I think it's Dazzling Gleam and Psychic. Energy Ball. That was twice the damage. So Drifblim tanking that like a champ. Let's go Phantom Force. Can we survive the Psychic here is the problem. We did not. The Azelf was too quick and too strong. Alright. This is where we might be in trouble now. These two don't want to see Energy Ball, so we have no choice but to throw Gardevoir out there. It's going to be Dazzling Gleam versus Dazzling Gleam, but theirs is stronger. Pretty good hit, though, by the Gardevoir. So I think it's going to come down to if Walrein can survive the Energy Ball. If Walrein survives the Energy Ball and can take out the Azelf, we can turn this around because Walrein's good against Grovyle and Hippowdon. If it can't, Rhyperior doesn't have a shot against that Energy Ball, so... Hydro Pump will get it for sure. I'm going to play it safe and go Ice Beam. Oh, they misclicked or something. They went Dazzling Gleam. Oh, that Energy Ball absolutely would have wrecked us. Yeah, they're texting me now. I misclicked. I want an Energy Ball. Well, misclicks happen. So, gotta play through it. So sorry, Haunter, that your player made a mistake. To be a good sport, though, I'm gonna stay in. Probably get beat by the Grovyle. Yep, okay. Well, it's not like I could have switched to Rhyperior anyway, so I shouldn't phrase it as being a good sport. Alright then. So we got Rhyperior left against Grovyle and Hippowdon. Hippowdon's really slow too, so we might be okay if we can survive to that point. But we're going to need to survive that Leaf Blade to have a chance. Rhyperior's tanky enough, it does. Do we hit the attack? We do hit the attack. Does it knock out the Grovyle? It does. Okay, there's a chance here. I'm pretty sure that Hippowdon is faster, but on the off chance that I'm wrong, this battle could be a toss-up in the air here. We're gonna go Horn Drill though, because we need the hit now. I don't know if we can survive one hit, let alone two. Let's see what happens. They are faster than us. That's not great. Rhyperior cannot survive the Earthquake. That was kind of asking a lot with what was left health-wise. And that'll do it. A 1-0 victory for the Haunter. So the Haunter will get back to 3-1 and up near the top again. The Power will be 2-2. Still a good season so far. But yeah, I like all the battles this week have been 1 or 2-0 results so far. So I was, in other words, showing I was pretty much right with how I categorized the strength of schedule for these teams. So, yeah. All right, our next one is arguably the battle of the day. We've got now the lone unbeaten team left, the Raging Rayquaza, playing against Nightmare AC. If Nightmare AC can win, both teams will be 3-1 and at the top of the standings. If Rayquaza win, they'll be all by themselves at the top at 4-0. And Nightmare will fall back into that 2-2 group of teams. So this is the biggest match. It is not the final match today, but you could argue this is the biggest match today. All right, let's see here. Alright, if I'm leading for this team, I gotta lead the Hippopotas, I guess, to set up the Sandstorm. Well, wait a minute, I'm trying to remember. This person might have told me to use Mesprit. Hang on a sec. Okay, yeah, lead the Hippopotas. Gotcha. Alright. Is the other side done picking theirs yet? Alright, there we go. I was going to say, they sure are taking their sweet freaking time. Alright, here we go. So far today, I am 2-2 against the computer. Hippopotas and Registeel. Well, I guess we go for the fissure, right? Oh, they were withdrawing. Yeah, I've been instructed to go Fissure with this thing whenever it's out there. Alright, the Latios has Levitate, so Fissure is not going to work. Sandstorm is going to hurt it a little bit, though. It's most likely going to use Surf. I bet you it's going to use Surf because, you know, water against ground. So we're going to put Gastrodon out there. Called that right. Free attack boost for us. Now the real question is, does it stay out there? Alright, it did not. We're going for a 50% Blizzard. Ludicolo Blizzard could still hit that neutrally. We get the 50% Blizzard to hit. Oh, it would have been so funny if we froze it. It's going to go for Giga Drain 1,000,000%. Get Latios out there. Although it is also kind of odd it didn't go for Rain Dance. Dragon Pulse. We can hit pretty much anything that you might switch into. It stayed in. Okay, Dragon Pulse. Psychic would have done a little bit more, but I'll take the hit nonetheless. Alright, so it was going for the Rain Dance. I think it has Blizzard, but the problem is with that Rain Dance strategy, Blizzard's at 50%. I'm going to recover just in case. It is going for Blizzard. It did hit the 50% Blizzard. Latios tanked it. And we recover. Alright, so looking smart for pick and recover there. I think they're realizing the position they're in, like, uh-oh. Alright, they're swapping out. I was going to say, I would assume they want to save the Ludicolo for Gastrodon. Armaldo, it's odd that it wasn't registered. Okay, let's go Psychic. Extra damage. Okay, yeah, really weird that they went with Armaldo there, but alright. Armaldo goes down to the Latios. My paper is all messed up here, and I'm hitting the mic, and everything's going crazy. Okay. I mean, because, well, we do have the Aura Sphere, but, like, Regiseal's just really defensive. Okay, they went Latios. This is actually what this person, the owner of this team wanted Latios there for, was to defend against Latios, because Latios is tankier. Interesting. We're faster? Oh, I'm sorry. They're the same speed, so we won the speed tie? Wow. Alright, so this comes down to who's faster at this point. Do we win the speed tie again, or do they win the speed tie? Do we have a Pokemon that would be better to take this hit? Not really. Alright, comes down to speed tie for this particular matchup. They win the speed tie the second time around. Unfortunate. Speed ties are like coin flips, so you could win it like 4 times in a row if you're just lucky. We were not lucky. Latios goes down to Latios. It's faster than Garchomp. Let's put Mesprit out there. Mesprit has one thing it can do that can kind of mess up the Latios a little bit. Then again, we're probably going to have to survive a hit anyway here. And they don't have Recover on their set. Let's go Draining Kiss. If we survive, then maybe we take it out with a super effective move here. We should survive, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Mesprit took it like a champ. Mesprit takes out Latios. Okay. Interesting, by the way, that they went with Mesprit for this battle. I like Mesprit best of the Lake Trio, but Uxie is, like, Azelf is a speedy attacker. Uxie is a speedy but still very defensive Pokemon, and Mesprit's kind of in the middle. I like Mesprit's design the best of the 3, and I like to use Mesprit, but I'm kind of shocked this person having Mesprit and Uxie and wanting him for defense went for the Mesprit instead of the Uxie. But hey, it worked out, so kudos to them. Do we have a lead? We have a lead right now. Okay. Draining Kiss is super effective, but you're absolutely going to take me out before I get to use that. So Gastrodon could be important against... Well, we have a couple things that could beat Registeel. So yeah, put Gastrodon out there. Because with my luck, either it's going to have enough to take us out, or I think it has Night Slash, so it'll probably get the critical hit. Did not get the critical hit, but I feel like it still would have taken us out. Surely they're not going to switch Ludicolo in because it's damaged a lot, right? I'm going to recover. Let's hope they don't get a critical hit before I can recover. Alright. Yep, critical hit would have done it there. So, big game changer there. Alright, we're basically where we started, so I don't think that's going to work. Let's go Earthquake, because that's a safer bet than the Hydro Pump. Okay, another hit. Here comes the Earthquake. About half. Alright, Earthquake it again if we happen to survive. We did not survive. That was not a critical hit either, apparently, but it was enough to take out the Gastrodon. Now we're kind of in trouble against this thing. Because Mesprit's all... but it's going to be faster. I know it's going to be faster. I got to put Mesprit out there. I have to. It's our only choice here. Trick Room. Well, yeah, because we're not going to outspeed it. It's a Weavile. Trick Room. I don't think we're going to survive this, but it's our only hope. We did not survive it. I think that Nightmare's going to get a win here. Unless there is a scenario where we can win still. If we can get Sandvale to kick in. For Garchomp. I don't think Hippopotas is going to survive this encounter. Oh my gosh, Hippopotas survived this encounter. It takes out the Weavile with Earthquake. Hippopotas continuing to have a knockout each week. I can't believe it survived Ice Punch. Alright. Ludicolo and Registeel remain. The question is, which one is the game going to put in? Interesting putting in the Ludicolo first. I mean, it should outspeed Hippopotas pretty easily. Ludicolo takes out the Hippopotas, getting a little bit of health back before it gets hit by Sandstorm. I don't know if I really like that move. Because we're in a Sandstorm, we're faster, we're hard to hit, and even if they switch out, we're still faster when it comes back in later. So like, what's the strategy there? I guess it didn't matter. It doesn't matter because we beat it. So whatever they were trying to do wasn't going to work. And now one of the most terrifying sights in Pokemon, a Garchomp with Sand Veil in the Sandstorm. So, yeah, this has taken a very dramatic turn, this battle. I think the only chance the Registeel really has is if it can get an Iron Defense up. Ooh, it might not matter after that either. The problem with Registeel is I think it has Ice Punch, but it does not have much attack. I don't think it would have taken out the Garchomp with an Ice Punch in one shot. Plus, there's the Sand Veil I mentioned before, too. Garchomp takes it out with another Earthquake. And that's going to be a 1-0 victory for the Rayquaza. Putting me at 3-2 for the day against the computer. That was a good battle. A tight battle. I am kind of curious as to what would have happened with the Ice Punch. You know what? Let me text so-and-so here. Hang on a sec. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just a minute. Okay, yeah, we're going to do a one-on-one battle real quick with the Registeel and Garchomp. Just to see what would happen if the Ice Punch was selected there. We're going to show it on camera so that you guys don't have to just take my word for it. I'm going to be interested to see. Now, again, we're not going to have the Sandstorm up. So, well, actually, yeah, to make our conditions as closely, like, to resemble it as closely as possible, let's do that. Let's see. Pick 2. All right. I've instructed them to pick 2. Alright, so we're going to set up the Sandstorm and immediately retreat both these Pokemon so that Garchomp has the Sandstorm up to possibly dodge the attack, but Registeel will also get in free, so, like, it's not about if Garchomp can one-shot the Registeel. We already saw it was a 2-shot, but I want to see how much the Ice Punch does. They should be switching into Registeel here. Alright. Like I said, we're not going to we're not going to finish the battle. We're just going to see, does Registeel, with its lack of offensive power, have enough behind an Ice Punch with a 4 times multiplier to take out Garchomp? Okay, so there's that Earthquake that the Registeel survives. Here comes the Ice Punch. Okay, as expected, it couldn't one-shot anyway. So that ought to make the person representing the computer team not feel as dumb for going for the Iron Defense now. So glad we tested that out on screen for everyone to see. I didn't think it would have enough power behind it. It's good to know that I do know some things about Pokemon. I'm right sometimes. Alright, last matchup of the day before I get too excited there. We've got Team Garrett and Licky Munchkins. One of these teams is going to get a win today. It's a battle between an 0-2 team and a 1-2 team. So, the 1-2 team has a chance to get to the middle of the pack. That's Licky Munchkins. Team Garrett seeking their first win. But again, since they've played one less game than everyone, 1-2 is pretty much the same as 2-2 at this point, if they can get a win. If they drop to 0-3, they don't need to panic. But this is a big game for both these teams. I did it again. I did it again. I didn't pick all 5 team members. Second time this week. Third time overall now. Hey, we're going to have to redo battle setup. Sorry, everybody. I gotta just, between me and the CPU people, we just gotta quit trying to go down and around. What we're doing is we're trying to, if we're picking a lower Pokemon, we're being lazy. Instead of making the marker go back up to the top, we're trying to go down and then have it reverse back to the top. And that just doesn't work. It does not work. I need to just take the extra second or two to scroll back up instead of trying to loop around, and then we won't have that problem. At least on my end. Obviously, the CPU person will have to do the same thing. Alright, let's go. Alright, Hippopotas, Gabite, Buskin, Mawile. Instead of looping, go up. There we go. And then we can loop down, but like, yeah. I'm assuming they're starting with Licky, because they've started with Licky every game. We're going to be starting with the Hippopotas. That Hippopotas for Raging Rayquaza has had a knockout every week. It didn't do Fissure this week, but it got a knockout. That Hippopotas has survived hits a couple times that I didn't think it was going to survive. Power Whip from Licky. It does connect. This Hippopotas survives as well. Fissure, and it lands the Fissure. Licky going down immediately. Well, pretend you didn't see that, everybody. We've made another mistake. My bad. This is 100% on me this time. Didn't notice it till I went to do statistics. Licky it wasn't chosen to play this week. They picked Loudred. Wow. I am destroying myself here. Alright. Well, we'll get that fixed up here. Alright. Third time's the charm, right? When setting up a battle. Pick all 5 people. Have all of the right people. Gosh. Everyone else right while I'm looking at it? Yeah, okay. Unreal. You know, I'm going to do this instead to make sure I don't do that wraparound thing. There we go. Well, I wonder who they're going to lead with then if they're not leading with Licky, like always. Also, it's interesting they didn't bring Licky because that's one of their stronger Pokemon on that roster. Okay, Munchlax from the Munchkins part. Okay. Alright, Fissure did not hit this time around. Ice Punch from the Munchlax. That hurt. Try Fissure again, see if we have better luck. And we do. Alright, there goes the Munchlax. Alright. Ooh, Pelipper. Not only is that bad for us, but that gets rid of our Sandstorm. We're going to need to retreat because we need this for the Gabite. What can afford to get hurt by the Pelipper? Not really anything, actually. That's unfortunate. Mawile, get out there. You're the only thing that's, like, not immediately one shot. Hurricane. We get lucky and there's no confusion, at least. Go with the Play Rough. They're going Hydro Pump this time, but they miss. Play Rough doesn't do a ton. But maybe we get lucky and they miss another Hydro Pump. Nope, okay. That's going to be boosted from the rain. Mawile goes down to the Pelipper. But now we can at least put Hippopotas back in to get the Sandstorm back up. I feel like the weather's going to play a big role in who wins this battle, honestly. The only problem with this, we don't have any attacks that do anything to you. I don't know if they know that, though. Let's slack off on the, in case they... Okay, I was going to say, in case they switch or they miss, or... Because there wasn't really a whole lot we could do there. They actually helped us by switching out. At least the Hippopotas for Raging Rayquaza has the Body Slam. for that situation. Then again, this one's better against the Driftblim because they can at least hit it with Muddy Water. It's trying Supersonic. It misses. Our Fissure misses, so a do-nothing turn. Interesting it going for Supersonic. They're going again with it. Supersonic at 55% accuracy hits that time. So we're dealing with that and Fissure's accuracy now. We did not hit ourselves, but we did not land the Fissure. We got one more Fissure we'll try, and then we'll go for Earthquake after that. Now it's actually going to attack us. There's Hyper Voice. We're not confused anymore. We do not land the Fissure. Actually, it's been enough turns. We probably... Is this the last... How many more turns of Sandstorm do we have? It's the last turn. Let's get Shedinja out there. Because Hyper Voice won't do anything to it. And with the Sandstorm letting up, Sandstorm won't kill us. Alright, let's see here. What do they have that can hurt us bad? Definitely the Stunky. I think we might be okay against the Celio unless it knows Hail or... Yeah, unless it knows Hail. And then, of course, Pelipper's bad for us. I don't think that the Ludicolo has anything it can do to us. Let's Leech Life and see what happens. We're faster, that's good to note. It went for the Supersonic, it did not get the Supersonic. I feel like they're gonna switch. They are switching, and it's Pelipper. This is not good for our Shedinja here, but we'll get some damage on it at least. I mean, that was a pretty good hit, honestly. It's going to take us out with Hurricane unless it misses, but that was a good hit. And it won't miss because it's in the rain. Alright, Shedinja goes down, but it actually played a little bit of a role this battle. I'm going to put Combuskin in. That Pelipper's down low enough health-wise now, we might be able to get some speed boost shenanigans. If we can pass it speed-wise here, we can take it out and have a chance. If not, it's going to be really hard to win this battle. Alright, let's see how it goes. We are faster. Here comes Shadow Claw. It is not enough. We do not survive the Hurricane. It's a shame that we were in a situation there where we couldn't use, like, Fire Blast wouldn't have got the job done because of the rain and the resistance. It was flying, so Low Sweep wasn't going to help. Now the question is, do they sub out? Because if they don't sub out, Gabite has the Sandstorm to work with. slack off in case they sub out. They did not sub out this time. Seed Bomb. Hippopotas going down to the Pelipper. Pelipper with 4 knockouts. So as expected, it's been the boss of this one. Alright, it's going to come down to what Gabite can do in the Sandstorm. It's going to have, what, 4 turns in the sand? Yep. Alright. Although I guess it can make its own Sandstorm, but still. Fire Blast is actually more accurate here. So I'm going to go Fire Blast because it's so low on health, we just have to hit it. It is faster than us. It did hit us through the Sandstorm. Oh boy. We do take out the Pelipper there at least. The fact we're going to probably lose though because the Stunky has Sucker Punch. It's like we just can't attack or it's going to Sucker Punch us. I have to hope that they'll use it like 5 times in a row here, trying to get the win out of us that way. So I think we can outspeed them with Earthquake if I call it right. They got us. That's the ball game. Also, they outsped us there. Interesting. Of course, normally if you run Gabite competitively, you have a Choice Scarf on it. So it's probably lacking speed without having a Choice Scarf. Well, that's going to be a knockout for Stunky then, if not this turn, eventually when the poison gets us. 1 health left. Whether it's Sucker Punch or Toxic, one or the other is going to get us. And it will be the Sucker Punch. Alright, well. I gave it the old college try there. We had a chance, honestly. If we could have... If the Pelipper would have missed its attack due to Sandstorm or just Hydro Pump being inaccurate, it had to fight through both of those, by the way, to land that attack on the Gabite. If the Pelipper would have missed, we could have taken out Pelipper. We would have had full health, which means instead of Sucker Punch from the Stunky, we could have just Earthquaked it. And then it would come down to a damaged Loudred and Celio against Gabite. I think we could have taken the Loudred. The Celio would have been a problem, but then it would have depended again on the Sand Veil or not. So that is how that one goes. That is a 3-0 victory for the Licky Munchkins. That puts them at 2-2. Team Garrett now 0-3. We have 2 winless teams remaining on the season. That also makes me 3-3 this week against the computer. So not my best week, not my worst week. Yeah, I'm going to pause, and I'll be right back with the updated standings here in just a moment. Alright, so we're back. And here's the updated schedules, as you can see, with the wins and losses from this week. Let's scroll on down here. So there's our updated standings with the games behind updated this week. I'm now 15-8 against the computer. Not my best winning percentage ever, but yeah. Early in the season, the win percentage is going to go up and down like crazy because there's less games to go by. As we get later in the season, it'll change. I mean, it's basically a 2/3 percentage. Like if I win the first game next week, 16 out of 24 is 2/3. So still hanging around that 2/3 win mark. Raging Rayquaza, the lone unbeaten team remaining, and they had a close call today. They are in first place. Squirtle Squad right behind them at 3-1. Also, the Harpers Ferry Haunter at 3-1. Those were two teams that I thought would be middle of the pack to start the season, so proving me wrong there. Of course, it also could just be the scheduling. My Little Ponyta, Nightmare AC, Pokemon Power, Fairmont Flygon, Licky Munchkins, and Mamoswine flew all at 2-2. The only thing separating them all is point differential. Nightmare AC and Pokemon Power have the same point differential. They have not played each other head-to-head yet, so we can't use that as a tiebreaker. The only common opponent they have, Harper's Ferry Haunter, they both lost to 1-0, so we can't use that as a tiebreaker. So the next tiebreaker was the combined record of the other opponents. And Nightmare AC had a much better strength of schedule. Power played Team Leanna, Team Garrett, and Squirtle Squad. So while Squirtle Squad was good, the other two have one win between them. Nightmare played Fairmont, Mamoswine flew, and Raging Rayquaza. So they won the strength of schedule battle there. So that's why they're 5 and Power are 6, even though they have the same numbers. That's where the playoff cutoff would be right now. So the Flygon, Munchkins, and Flu all on the outside looking in at the moment. But depending on how things go, like Mamoswine Flu could jump all the way from 9th to 2nd next week, depending on what happens, you know. So maybe not 2nd because of point differential, but you get the idea. It's a long season. We're 4 weeks in. We got 10 more to go. Stat leaders, Nightmare AC, Latios still leading the pack despite having a rough day today. Same with Ludicolo being in 2nd there. Weavile had a good game for them. That was a good pick. Honestly, I think they picked a good team. They were just unfortunate with how some of the breaks played out. Milo Ponyta, Rose Raid is terrifying so far this season. Even today, I had to lose 3 Pokemon to it before I finally got around it. Metagross is terrifying. If I didn't have Rotom Wash for defensive purposes, that could have been really bad. Not a whole lot of production from the other monsters so far, but they haven't really needed... It's not that the other ones haven't performed well, it's that they haven't really needed anyone else to get knockouts, because Roserade and Metagross they're doing all the work. Pokemon Power, Drifblim's still in first despite the knockout this week. Honestly, it was just kind of a victim of the Azelf getting powered up. If Azelf didn't get that nasty plot off, I think Drifblim would have been fine. Walreign's still looking pretty good at 4-2. Skuntank good at 3-2. Rhyperior doing better this week. It just unfortunately took some damage before fighting the Hippowdon. If it had about half health instead of a quarter left, I think it would have at least had a chance to get a Horn Drill off. It might not have hit the Horn Drill, but it at least would have been a Snowball's chance of winning. No Magnezone yet this season. So it'll be interesting to see when we see that. Same with the Vibrava. But so far, pretty good team. I mean, again, almost everyone's 2-2 right now, or 3-1. So 2-2 is not a bad spot to be in. Raging Rayquaza, the lone unbeaten team. Gastrodon being their front runner, as well as Garchomp and Hippopotas. If you're going by ratio, it's Garchomp, the 4-1. But those are definitely the top 3. Hippopotas having a knockout in every game is the thing that just floors me. Like, I can't believe, like, it's got 3 fissures, and this week it had an Earthquake knockout. So, then Cresselia is only showing up in 1 game, but it was terrifying in the game it did show up in. Frostlass has been good. Latios has been good. Like, Mesprit looks solid today. Like, this team is scary. And there's a reason that they were picked number 2 to start the season. Like, I expected them to be good. Fairmont Flygon. Flygon coming through for me late today with 3 knockouts at the end of the game. Back-to-back weeks I've had to rely on a Pokemon coming through for me at the end of the game. That's a trend I need to quit relying on because it's going to backfire eventually. Regice looked pretty solid. Robotom disappointing. It had that one really good week at the start of the season. It's kind of struggled since. Rotom Wash at least was serviceable. It helped as a defensive pivot against the Metagross. Drapion, again, didn't do a whole lot, but it did get some damage off on the Spiritomb, at least early on. Haven't had a chance to use Sableye yet. Just haven't run into a matchup where it made sense to use it. Same with Aggron. I love Aggron, but I just haven't run into more matchups where it made sense to use it. Squirtle Squad. Getting their first loss on the season. Porygon Z still by far with Leafeon. They're the two front runners on that team. Absol still looking good. Glaceon did well today. Very shocked that the Salamence didn't get a knockout. That's a very good Pokemon. Kind of shocked it hasn't done anything yet. Licky Munchkins mixing it up today and getting a victory. They are 2-2. Yes, the team that has Azurill, Stunky, Munchlax, Carvana, and Riolu on it is 2-2. So I don't know what else to say except wow. They won this week with oh, that's weird. It didn't save the updates on that one. That's odd. Okay, well I will read out the updates then. Playing today, Stunky had the 1 knockout, so it should have 2 knockouts, 1 feint. Celio did not play. Loudred played but didn't record any stats. Munchlax got beat, so it's got 0 knockouts, 3 feints. Pelipper with a monster 4 knockouts today, giving it 4 knockouts and 3 feints on the season. So Pelipper's actually the front runner. I don't know why it didn't save updating that one, but it updated the other teams. I'll have to fix that. But I've read aloud what the new totals are, so yeah. Wailforce won with their best game of the season. It did, unfortunately, result in another loss, but by far their best performance. They have literally gotten better every week of the season so far. I honestly think that team is only 1, maybe 2 moves away from being good. Really, their biggest problem is just that they're all water. They need something that can counter grass or electric or both. And that could just be one move. Like if they found a... well, for example, if they found a grass type, grass wouldn't hurt grass very much, and electric doesn't hurt grass very much. Or if they took a ground type in for the electric and then something to resist grass. You get the idea. Like, they're only a move or 2 away from being more of a threat. They did much better this week. They've gotten better every week. Relicanth actually looks like it might be a pretty solid Pokemon in this format. But we need Wailord to get luckier than it's been as far as, like, hitting Hydro Pump. And we need, like, a move or 2 for that team to really have a much better chance of winning. Harpers, Ferry, Haunter. Grovile's still the leader in knockouts somehow on the team that has Azelf and Heatran and Regirock. Somehow, Grovile is the leader. Azelf hanging in there in second, though, looking strong again. Swampert somehow being 0-3. It's better than that 0-3 count. But, yeah, this team looks much more dangerous than it did in the preseason. Hence why it's near the top of the standings. Mamoswine Flu might want to mix it up because they're getting a little predictable. So far, they haven't played an opponent that's taking advantage of that yet. But, like, if they play one of the top teams, like, well, one of the teams that's predicted to be a top team, like, if they play My Little Ponyta or Raging Rayquaza, somebody like that, they're going to get taken advantage of for using the same team over and over again. Really shocked we haven't seen the Mamoswine and Abomasnow duo yet. But just saying. Or even Glalie being thrown in there with Abomasnow. But that team is good. They're 2-2, so they're looking good right now. Team Garrett, same problem that I mentioned with Mamoswine, except they might kind of be like Wailord, where we might need to make a change somewhere. I don't know if we really need to make a change of the roster, just a change of the lineup, because, like, look at who's being used. Like, we have a fully evolved Pokemon Shiftry here not being used. Fully evolved Exploud, fully evolved Manectric. So we're not using 3 fully evolved Pokemon, but we're opting into Gabite, which I know why we're using Gabite for the Sandstorm. I'm just making a point here. Gabite, Hippopotas, and Combuskin. So, like, I think you keep Hippopotas and Gabite in there for the Sandstorm gimmick, but maybe instead of Combuskin, you do one of these other 3, or maybe Combuskin and Mawile swapped out for 2 of these 3, or Shedinja swapped out for one of them. Like, I think that this team's only problem is we just need... I think the Pokemon on the roster are solid. We just need to mix up the lineups and get some different combinations. Team Leanna, also I would suggest needs to do that, but they did get lucky and get a win today. I say get lucky. They did a good job. They won 2-0. But I think a lot of that was Lopunny's headbutting and then Tangrowth being a grass type. I think that if Lopunny didn't get as many flinches early on as it did, could have been a much scarier duo. I would have liked for this team to have like the duo of Tangrowth and Cherim for this battle, since it was such a water-heavy team. But hey, they got the win, so who am I to critique too much, right? So that's where things stand right now. The matchups coming up next week are Fairmont Flygon will be back at the hands of the computer again against Licky Munchkins. I will be Licky Munchkins in that matchup. Raging Rayquaza will be controlled by the computer as I control the Squirtle squad. That'll be a big matchup, a 3-1 team against a 4-0 team. My Little Ponyta will be controlled by me against the Pokemon Power. Nightmare AC will be controlled by me against Wailforce 1. Team Leanna will be controlled by me against the Mamoswine Flu. Harpers Ferry Haunter will be controlled by me against Team Garrett. I think that's all of them. Yep, so that's where we stand for the battles this upcoming week. I will get that the Licky Munchkin statistics updated again. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys this week. Hope you liked what you saw here today. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all that YouTube nonsense. And I'll see you next time with Week 5 of the Pokemon Swish Draft League. All right, see you then. Bye-bye.